Valley, the old farm. I think I did a video on here last week, but again, it feels like a very long time since I have played on here. But have progressed through until March and kind of springtime. I've got a bunch of stuff to get sold to. It's going to get us some cash just for you, Pete. You keep telling me. You told me at Llama. We don't need the straw blower. So we'll sell the straw blower. There you go, Pete. Happy? Good. I'm not sure how well bringing this tractor in here is going to work to load up the wool. We might be better going from it sideways or getting something smaller. But at the moment, this is what we have. And I don't have like liftable pallets or anything like that installed, so we are going to have to load these up. Okay, how do we adjust? There we go. Bring those in quite a bit. Too much, actually. There we go. And we'll see. Maybe not. Okay, right. Jeez, I do know what I'm doing. Honest. So, yeah. There we go. It's going to take a little while to load these up, I think. So we've got wool, as you can see, because I'm loading wool now. We've got melons. We've got slurry. We've got a little bit of manure, and we've got milk. So the manure and the slurry will go into the BGA. The milk, and we've got eggs as well. I forgot about eggs. Can I do 2 at once? Am I awesome? Don't answer that. Got eggs as well, so we've got like 4 things that we need to sell. To be able to sell the milk, we need a trailer. To be able to move the slurry, we need an appropriate trailer. It'll be the same trailer. So we'll do the milk first, obviously. But yeah, I've installed a fairly cheap trailer to let us do that. And it holds 10,000 litres, which is pretty good, I think. It's a pretty decent amount of to be able to move. I think we've maybe got 2 loads worth of milk. Can't remember exactly. The melons, thankfully, we can pick up by hand. Yeah, you want to grab your melons by your hands. Can't I get under here? That'd be why. There we go. So yeah, I think ideally we'd have like a skid steer to do this. Not like a skid steer, actually a skid steer. So yeah, or a forklift, something like that. So maybe like was the right word. I don't know. I just kind of dislike that. It's like my teenager used to say things like, "What's the actual time?" rather than the pretend time. I know I'm a bit of a funny one. Generally not in the making jokes kind of funny. We should be able to fit in now and grab those normally. So this is not the ideal tractor for this job. Reopen the tines, and if I can just get this full pallet, I think we'll call it a day on loading up wool. Yeah. See what we can do. This feels like we've got it, and we can just drive straight out of there. How much is in this one? Most of a pallet, but I think we'll leave that one to finish off. So you don't have to watch me spend 18 hours loading pallets, not pellets. We don't have straw harvest on here because the only thing that I can see me using from straw harvest is the some of the bale handling stuff and maybe some of the normal balers. Pick up most of the rest of the stuff personal opinion, I don't think is worth it. I did see from a post from Pharmacop actually that he said they are looking at update, because he was going to do a video on the finances, a bit like I did. He does good videos on that kind of stuff as well. But he posted that apparently as part of the update from Creative Mesh, they are changing some of that. Maybe that's as a function of someone making a video showing that it's not really worth it. Not sure who that would have been, but yeah, maybe. And so we might have to revisit that. And if they make it more profitable, yeah, maybe it will be something that I think about doing. But at the moment, for me, it's just not worth not worth it, particularly as it's quite a slow process. And some people just say, "Well, just speed the process up." But you know, the speed of if you're going to do that, you might as well just start F12ing money in. It looks like our melon patch has stopped producing, so we have to sort that out as well, because these are quite profitable from what I remember. So yeah, in my view, and I know I have some slightly, like the BJs are slightly cheap, but it doesn't change what they cost. And I think the in-game ones are unrealistically slow, so that's why I did that. But so my kind of view with some of these things is, if the real process is slow, that's okay. Why can't I rotate these? There we go. So, you know, and part of the reason that I did the BGAs the way I did is that, from what I remember, a base game one will take about a year to process a field of silage. The farm that I used to occasionally run races around, they used to, because they've stopped being able to use that venue. So those are stuck in the ground. It's a bit annoying. If we bash it with another pallet, we might have to leave that on. They farmed many fields of silage in a year, and they had huge silage clamps full of silage to put through their BGA. So that was part of my logic for that, is in the real world, they didn't feel like they ran at the same rate as real world things. I'm not going to spend too much time trying to unstuck this pallet. Right, eggs. So we need to jump in here. We need to start this tractor. We need to do the belts, and then we need to go around to the chicken coop. And I think we're probably going to need the front loader to lift those down. I think they'll be too heavy. But yeah, we've got a reasonable supply of things from the winter to sell, which is nice. Bit of a cash boost. The BGA should also give us a nice cash boost. So if I park about here, and let's undo the tension belts. I think I might have a pallet of eggs that I took off somewhere. A partial pallet. Maybe not. Maybe I sold those already. Yeah, maybe I sold those already. Okay, that's fine. Let's go have a look at these and see how heavy they are. Yes, that's 340 kilos, so we're not going to be able to pick that up. So we will need this guy. This could be fun. Who's for scrambled eggs? I'm assuming that the melon patch is missing water. I could be wrong. Right, let's see if we can grab these without scrambling too many of them. Yeah, I can definitely see the case for having a skid steer or a forklift on here for doing these kind of jobs and getting those wall pallets out. Now, I've also taken a little fert contract. We've got some fertilizer. I have installed the Lizard AC2 3-point fertilizer spreader that I like. I was actually going to install the the WMXL by Rowley Christie, but which is the one that's the most efficient, let's say, most cheaty, however you want to put it. But that's a PC only mod, which is really weird because it's branded as Lizard. So that surprised me. I spent a lot of time looking for it in Mod Hub on here, and then decided to go to the website because it's quicker, and I had a link for it already saved. So yeah, and PC only, which really surprised me. Particularly as it's branded Lizard. Let's just have a look at this partial one. How many are on there? It's 125 kilos. We can pick it up, so let's just take that as well. I'll just drop that on top. So let's just have a quick look in the production menu. So yeah, we are out of water. So if we jump to here, they've already pre-filled this, so we can top that up and get that running again. I guess it's because I skipped a bunch of time, but we need to do that. So brain in backwards. We go right one and trigger. So yeah, oh, that didn't take much water at all, did it? Right, let's pull forwards. So, and we will refill this as well. So that next time I need it, it is full. Right, tank refilled, straps on. Let's have a look at where we should head to sell stuff. No time-saving stock check. We might need... the chicken's good for food. The chickens are good for food, so we've got some wheat left. We maybe should have sold our oats. Wrong buttons. Show price fluctuations. Yeah, we should have sold our oats really in December or January. That's a bit annoying. Maybe we'll sell those as well today. God, wrong buttons. So we don't want price fluctuations. We want to go down to, and I might not have got the best price for wool either, but it looks actually like we're not going to do too bad. So the wool's got to go to the spinnery. Eggs should go to the pizzeria, ideally. We've got melons, haven't we? I would like to just go to the one place to sell everything, and I doubt they put melon on pizza, but you know, they'll put pineapple on it, so why not melon? Hey, why judge the melons? The bakery or the restaurant? Who remembers? Eggs, 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 eggs. Bakery. The restaurant. Okay. So let's tag that and go back into this menu. So where is the restaurant? So the restaurant's up there, and then we will find the spinnery. So we'll do the restaurant first. Okay, let's go. So we should make a decent amount of cash off of all of this, I think. Be good. And then we can buy the trailer and sell the milk, make even more cash, and get the stuff through the PGA. And I'm kind of curious if we will get to the point where we can afford a field, basically. That would be nice. We've also got quite a lot of silage to sell, I think, through the PGA. So probably I'm going to use some belts for that. I don't fancy bucket loading that manually, and it would be quite painful. Pull out in front of this car because I just don't care. Yeah, so I was in the Saxthorpe video, if you watch those. I was a bit down on this save. It's just a bit down in general, to be honest. Feeling a bit more positive today. I ended up taking yesterday afternoon off work pretty much, and just playing video games because that's fun. You know, enjoy playing video games. So yeah. And then did that for a bit, and then just had a pretty chill. I got a headache in the afternoon, So then just kind of chilled out and watched some YouTube videos and stuff. And I'm probably going to do the same today. I'm trying really hard to balance my stress levels. So I'm really lucky that I have a job that's really flexible. And, so yeah, my kind of thinking is that I'll do that, and then hopefully things will be a bit better in the next week or so, and I can make the time back up. So it's kind of how we do things where I work, you know. It's a very flexible workplace. It's one of the things I love about it. It makes up for some of the downsides that it has. It has some downsides, but its flexibility is for me really important. So yeah, it looks like quite a nice day here. So I might go for. I didn't get up early to go for a run today. I couldn't face that, so I might do my run at sort of lunchtime. It means I can get out to some of the it's daylight, so it gives me a bit more flexibility about where I can go, get out into the countryside, get away from things for a bit. So I'm wondering how big the delivery area has, because we have quite a big trailer. That's number one. The other one is how much it will let us put through through here, because it's a production. I guess we'll see. What I'm going to try and do is tuck the tractor in the corner and see if I can spin the trailer. It's a benefit of a dolly trailer, I guess. Do a little bit of shuffling, and I think if we can find a cut around here like this, we should be able to get everything through the trigger, hopefully. There we go, there's the melons going. If we get those sold first, we'll see how much we're going to make from those, which will be cool. There we go, come on, keep going, keep going. Not bad, 17 grand. So can we get the eggs in the trigger? That looks like it's going to be more challenging. I'm not sure reversing the trailer in will do the job, but I guess we're going to have to try. Let's see if we can back this thing in so that we get the eggs in the trigger. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you watch me spend hours reversing a trailer. I'm hoping this won't take that long. Straighten ourselves up a bit by steering the correct direction. So, and yes, I know it's kind of easier if you hook the front up to the dolly, but I need to kick that way, I think, but not that much. Oh, brain no want to process a reverse trailer. Do you know what? We're going to take the eggs somewhere else. We're going to take the eggs to the pizzeria. Hope it's not that far away. Spin over there. Is it really all the way across the map? If it is, we're not going there. We might just go to the farm shop, because I think that's a nice easy sell point. The pizzeria is all the way down there. Is the spinnery down there as well? Yeah, the spinnery is down there, so we do need to go all the way down there. What else is there? The bakery. So yeah, we could do that actually. Okay. Back across the map it is. Yeah, let's just check our route. So we should go that way actually. So we should go up in town. And go this way. A smaller trailer would have been more useful, I think, but you know, it's the trailer we've got, so we're going to make use of it. Need fuel? We don't need fuel. So I don't think we've driven down this way before. We certainly haven't been all the way down to the sell points down here, so that'll be cool. This is a nice looking bridge. I wonder if that's off the map in the distance. I guess we'll find out. Oh, I should have used a faster tractor. We're getting there. We're getting there. So I was saying that I was kind of down on this save and stuff. I think I'm a lot again. The plan on here is probably to just finish out this season, so that will have allowed us to do most things, and might have to have a go a bit forestry. Might be interesting. There's some forestry stuff that was released. I'm assuming it's for all platforms. I haven't checked, that I want to have a play with, so we might try and do a bit of that just to see how that goes. That could be interesting, frustrating, painful, as makes me want to throw the controller across the room. I don't know, but we will find out. But I will, as I said, this is sometimes quite difficult for me to get recorded. Still doing it a lot. Yeah, sometimes quite difficult for me to get recorded. And as interesting as the experiment is, I'd much rather play on PC. So yeah, I did ask a while ago about installing precision farming. I have decided not to. We're just going to keep going with what we have and see how it goes. Yeah, as I say, I feel I can produce better content, and I enjoy playing more on PC. So, and I need to enjoy playing as well. It's a nice big blank area. I guess that's for people to put their own farms or productions in or whatever. But yeah, I want to enjoy playing it, and I'm not saying I'm not enjoying all of this, but it makes my brain work harder, and that's interesting. But ultimately, I want to just chill out sometimes and play some farm sim, and that's why these videos have been sometimes a little bit sporadic or whatever. Okay, let's see if we can find where it's a nice little village area, isn't it? This is a really nice map. So the other thing that I've spoken about trying to do, and it is a possibility, is porting the save across to PC so that we can keep progressing the save, because it is a really nice map. But playing on PC, where I just naturally have come from playing, I guess. We're going to be able to get the egg portion of the trailer into here. Depends if there's a collision on those trees or not, I guess. I can get them close enough. Do I need to unstrap them? Money's going up, so some of it's being sold at least. Guess we'll see if we can get rid of all of them. Looks like we're only getting rid of some at the moment. No, they are going. Awesome. Cool. So that's going to get those sold. Then we'll go sell the wool and see what we end up with. We need to then buy the trailer. Do the milk. Once we've done the milk, we come up. So we've got 7 grand for those. I just need to get that bit in. Come on. If I can kick the trailer that way. There we go. Brilliant. Decent amount there, and then we need to go to the spinnery. So that's a grain mill, that's a spinnery, so let's tag that. Reapply the straps because I'm not insane. Kind of glad that there's not collisions on some of this stuff. Does make life easier, I know probably some purists would say that they should all have collisions on, but there's this really interesting question actually about playability versus reality. It's something when I get down there. No, when we were having food when we were at Lamar in the evening. We went out for a meal, and one of the things that VF, Reaver, Kartek and I were chatting about certain, some maps you may be compromising the pure realism for playability. And I think that's a really important thing that map makers need to factor in. And some are better than others. Let's go with that. Some are better than others. So yeah, things like decorative objects not always having collisions can help with that, because it lets you, he says as he crashes into the benches which do have collisions, it can help with being able to get into sell points with things. Maybe you're sitting there saying, well, you should just use an appropriately sized trailer, and maybe I should, but this is the trailer that we have. Seems like there's a different collision there. Yeah, seems like there is definitely a collision we are getting stuck on. Is the trailer stuck? No. So we might have to back this in again. Stand by. Stand by. Let's think, and let's make small movements. Small movements, small corrections. Hopefully, he says as he then makes a Mahusive correction, followed by another Mahusive correction. But else, that's 16 grand for the wall. I'm pretty pleased with that, actually. Pretty pleased with that. I think we can spin around in this area. Spin around. I know. I do claim to be a comic genius. So let's run back to the farm. It looks like we could have got around there if we'd been a bit more intelligent, but I think my native sense of direction tells me we can go this way. Might be wrong. Can we make the map bigger? Change map view. 3. Yeah, so if I go along here and up by field 72, that should get us back to the farm, and we're then going to buy the milk trailer. We're going to reset it to the farm because it's kind of annoying that you don't have store deliveries on console. So great job, creator of the map, whose name I've forgotten, for making the reset point be at the main farm, particularly as there's only really one farm on here. So if we go in, let's be brave, let's do it here. So if we go into the store, go down to animals, go across to, this is the trailer we want, and we are going to buy that. It's only 8 grand, so not too worried about the cost, because we're going to make that back selling milk. I think we've got about 20,000 litres of milk to sell, so yeah, we're going to make that back pretty easy. That's another nice little spot. So I really wish I'd put time into this map, to be honest. It's a very nice map. And that's why I ended up playing it on this save, because it was an opportunity to play a map that I hadn't played that I'd really wanted. So, yeah, it looks like the field we have our contract on is over this way as well. Field 32. I have a feeling that might be further up the map than that's indicating. But we'll do that as well. It's only worth about £1,000, but it'll bring some cash in. So, did it again. This video is mostly about clearing out the things that we've produced over the winter, and then next video we'll make some progress on things we need to fertilize the wheat field. If we can buy another field, we'll need to sort out what we do with that. I'm hoping to pick up some contracts. Probably need to fertilize and or lime the grass. We'll have a look at that. And maybe if we can't pick up a field, we can borrow some money to pick up a forestry plot. So that would also be a valuable activity. So I'm wondering, we still have a fair bit to get done actually, so let's turn that off. think the silage is fermented. Yeah, so if we open that up, we've got 184,000 litres of silage to get sold. That might take a little while. Go back into the map, up to the store, select our new milk trainer and reset it. Okay, and I'm thinking that because realism is key, we might be able to use the gator for that. Apart from the mass. We'll find out. We will find out. If not, I'm probably use the brewer, the lizard. It's a brewer. Oh, there's a rock there. Now remember, folks, realism is key. Yes, we've got another dolly trailer to deal with, but hopefully it won't be so much of a problem. Just wondering whether this thing will pull the mass of this trailer. Let's find out. So far, yes, without any problems. It's empty at the moment though. That might change when we fill it with milk. I'm not sure where the milk trigger is on here. I'm guessing that's just the slurry trigger. That's our water tap. Milk must be around here. Be here, hopefully. Start filling. Hey. And so we have, apart from the fact that we're taking some out, a reasonable amount of milk to sell. Milk, bakery or dairy, they're both productions. Oh, that sucks. Let's tag the dairy. The dairy is up there and the bakery was there, so yeah. Hopefully we can get into the trigger okay. Being very optimistic and just stuck cruise control on, and we're just going to send it. So what could possibly go wrong, hey? The equivalent of is it VOSA in the UK? Or the Highways Agency or the police or whatever, hopefully won't be about as we tow this rather heavy trailer with our little utility vehicle. That's fine, right? Yeah, fine. So I think we're looking at getting over 100 grand out of this. That's before we start running the BGA, which is going to be pretty nice. So we do need to, I'm going to lease some belts to sell the signage. That might end up being another day job, actually. I'm not sure quite how long we have been going for, but I will try and look whilst I natter to you guys and not drive on the wrong side of the road. So we're at 20 or about 35 minutes at the moment. That's okay. We can go a bit longer. So I think probably we'll get the milk sold, get the slurry and the manure into the BGA, and then maybe between videos I'll load that 180,000 litres of silage into the BGA. I need to have a look for something to pick it up. We might go Mr. CDP style and look at some of those, you know, front 3-point mounted forage pickups. I haven't used one of those in a while. Well, you know, the ones that pick up everything basically. That might be a good idea for this job, for that job. If I was on PC, and I don't know if it exists on console, I have no idea. I would be using the Grimmer belt that just picks up off the floor. So when you need the one, you don't need both of them. I don't know if that's a PC only mod or not. But yeah, that would probably be what I would use. This is going okay. This is going okay. I'm trying to be quite sensitive on the steering. Oh. We should probably exchange insurance details. Come on. No, you're just going to drive off. Okay. I'm guessing your not an Audi is worth more than my John Deere. Right. Let's see how painful this trigger is going to be to get in and how much it will let us sell. Again, because it's a production, we might be limited. I don't normally sell to productions, but that's what we've got to do on here, so we will find out. Oh, that was a bit aggressive. Sorry about that. Nice, a trigger we can just drive into. That's just a base game dairy, isn't it? There we go. This is probably going to tell me I should be selling things more frequently. But when we didn't have the trailer, it was kind of worth just waiting. £21,000. Nice. I'll go back and I will reload us. Just running back up into the village and running people over. Good job. They are virtual people, and there was a tiny bit of milk left in the tank, but I'm going to wait for it to get back up to 10,000 litres, and I'm kind of hoping that we can sell this last 10,000, and then we'll get stuff through the BGA. And really pleased with how much money we've got now. And I guess a little bit of that was thanks to selling the straw blower that we don't need, apparently. I know we don't need it. I've been putting bales in. I haven't been using the straw blower for a little while, so yep. That saved us a bit of cash, which is useful. Hopefully we can unload all of this. And that'll get us up to about 120,000, which will be really nice. Yeah, brilliant. So back to the farm again, and now we will transfer the slurry into the BGA. And there's quite a bit of slurry from what I remember. This is probably kind of risky. Yeah, I didn't actually see the number. I told you it was kind of risky. Oh, head-on collision with a Citroen, or Citroen, depending on where you're from. 40,000 litres of slurry. But that should process really quickly because the BGA is awesome. Down the corner we go. And I will see you back at the farm. Just coming back into, well, we're about to turn into the farm. It's a little bit premature there, starting the recording. Not the first time, eh? Not the first time. The next job is to try and avoid crashing. I thought I'd turn the steering sensitivity down, but it still feels very twitchy. And we're going to sell, or we're not going to sell, we're going to move all of the slurry to the mini BGA. Awesome mod. Go check it out. Go rate it 5 stars. It actually is one of my mods that still consistently gets decent downloads. So there are 3 really that do the fixed scroll prices. That's been by far my most popular mod, and then the 2 BGAs tend to get pretty regular downloads, which is nice, you know. So let's go. I think we've got about 4 tanker loads of this stuff to shift, which will generate even more cash, which is brilliant. And we're going to have a quick look at what options we've got for fields to buy. So if we go into the menu, let's enable that. It starts. Have I got it set to sell as well? I set to storing at the moment. That's okay. And then if we go down here and we do farmland, and that's 140 grand. It's 120. We could afford that little field. That might not be a bad idea. For now, the process is just shuffle slurry backwards and forwards. And I'm actually thinking that the manure and the silage might get done off camera because the headache's creeping back. The headache is creeping back. So for those of you that have followed along the headache issues for eternity, I now have an appointment to go and see the headache clinic. It's in March. Original request was made in August. So, yep. It gives you an idea of how long it takes in the UK to get treated through our National Health Service. Not knocking it. It's free. But, yeah. But hopefully that means I can start the process of getting something done with these headaches. Probably means I should restart doing my headache diary. I had kind of stopped because I got fed up of writing in it every freaking day. And yes, I have left the beta out in the field all winter. I know, I'm an irresponsible farmer. I'm kind of tempted. No, not really. I was kind of tempted to plough that little bit and plant grass in it, but it feels like a lot of work for probably not a lot of return. Break, start filling. So we've got a decent amount of, yeah, one more load. Slow motion cow. That's funny. That makes me laugh anyway. So yeah, we really need to stop saying that. We have basically made a load of cash. We're going to make even more from all the BGA stuff. And what I'll try and do is, and no promises, no plan survives first contact. If I can get everything processed in the BGA between videos, you can then just kind of hit the sell button and make a ton of cash and then decide where we go from there. I think we'll probably be looking at buying another field, or we look at doing some forestry. I'm kind of torn. And in fact, we're going to have a look at the map again. The map. We're going to go all the way around if I can. We're going to do farmlands. And we can't afford that. They're going to be, all of the forestry plots going to be massive. We would be able to afford that one, and that's just kind of over the back of our farm. Well, there's that little plot down there, which is a possible. That's only 19 grand, actually. Maybe we do that. I don't know why. I'm really intrigued with forestry at the moment again. Can I blame Mr. CDP for his Floor is Lava challenge? I think so. I think I can blame him. I've met him and spoken to him. I feel like I can blame him for things now. Yeah, it's kind of got me curious about a bit of forestry. So maybe we will do a bit of that. It would be really nice if we could afford that plot that just backs right on to... Where am I? There. It'd be that one. There. No, that's 400 grand. Can't afford that plot of land. And that would be ridiculous amounts of forestry, which is not what I want. I just want to do a little bit of forestry. So maybe that little plot is kind of what we need. Bit of the controller. Yeah, that's the slurry emptied out. So yeah, I think I'm going to load the rest of this up between videos, and then when we come back next time, we'll hit. I'll load it up and get it processed. We can then hit the sell button, sell all the electric charge and the methane, and see what we buy next. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this. Thank you to patrons and the YouTube channel members. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. As usual, comments, questions or suggestions are welcome below, and I will see you next time.